welcome on stage, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, thank you very much to Nadia and Carl for having me here in Zurich, in Switzerland, for this very precious award, the Icon Award. I have to tell you that not in my wildest dreams did I think that I was 15 years old, that one day I would get this award. And I had big dreams, may I remind you. I had dreams of becoming the world champion in bodybuilding. I had dreams to become a movie star. I had dreams to become world famous and rich. I had dreams to be the best in everything that I did, but I didn't think about this. So this is wild. I'll tell you one thing, that it is really incredible to receive this award here for my career, because I have to tell you that I had the greatest time in the world to work my way up to the top and to make all these movies. But like I say, sometimes you go beyond your dreams, because when I was dreaming about getting into the movies, I was thinking more like my idol, Reg Park, who was the star in the Hercules movies. So I'm thinking about that, but I did not think that one day I will be doing not only those muscle type of movies, but that I will be doing action movies, and I will be doing comedies and documentaries, and the list goes on, and dramatic movies like you will see here today, Maggie. I did not think about that my career will really go that far. And it just shows to you that even a farm kid from Austria can go all the way if you have the will, if you work your butt off, and if you are passionate about what you do, and if you don't listen to the naysayers, and if you are wanting to go all the way and you're hungry. And so I just am very excited that I've gotten that far, but most excitedly I have to admit to you is that I have become a public servant, and that I learned as I grew up, not only to take, but also to give something back. Because I think that we all have the obligation to give something back, because in the end, you're not going to be judged by how much we made, but by how much we've given. And I think it is so important. So even though I had the greatest time in doing all those movies, and making over $4 billion worldwide in grosses with those movies, but the most rewarding time was the 7 years when I was governor of the state of California. And to fight for 38 million people there, and to do the reforms that we did, especially to fight for a clean environment. When we passed in California the strongest environmental laws that the United States have ever known. And we became kind of the poster child. That was subnational governments, we don't have to really worry about what the national governments do, but how powerful subnational governments are. So we've shown the world that you can do it. And so I feel very proud of the kind of work that we've done during the 7 years. And now I'm happy to be back again in show business, and to do movies, and to entertain people around the world. And I'm so happy that you're going to see the day Maggie, because I'm very proud of Maggie. We did that 2 years ago in New Orleans. And the movie turned out really well, and I've gotten some of the greatest reviews for that movie. It was a very dramatic movie. It was unlike anything else I've ever done. And I'm very proud of it. So I hope that you enjoy this movie. Thank you very much for this great honor, and I'll be back. Thank you very much. Thank you.
What a stellar career you've had, unbelievable. You've just shared with us some of those highlights. But looking at those old clips, which one of those clips puts a big smile on your face and you say, you know, that was a really fun time in my life?
I would say all of them. I think that they all, to me, every single thing that I've done, really, I loved doing. Even though I made mistakes. You know, you sometimes pick movies that you think are going to be great and they go right into the toilet and they're not going to do anything and people are not interested in it, but that's okay. You got to try, it's not a science. So I made movies that were very successful, I made movies that were so-so, I made movies that, like I said, that were wiped out. But I had a great time doing them. I had a great time, you know, I remember when I did Conan the Barbarian, I remember so well when I sat on that throne and as pit fighter, and I was asked, Conan, what's best in life? And I said, crush your enemies, see them driven before you, rather than the moments we worked with those kids in kindergarten camp, I mean, how can you forget that? They were just such precious moments. Or with Danny DeVito, who I love so much. I mean, he's such a wonderful, wonderful actor and great human being. So, I mean, everything, like I said, including being a public servant, being governor, I mean, these were all very important moments and fun moments that I enjoyed. I happen to be one of those guys that loves the work that I do. It would be my hobby. It's not just work, it's a hobby. I would do it for no money. And that's why I always had a good time. And I always think about just working hard and doing my best and then worry about the money later on.
You're known to play larger-than-life roles. In Maggie, you're playing a dad who's quite human and vulnerable. Tell us more about that character and what made you want to be part of that new movie.
Well, first of all, I think I would not have been able to do this movie maybe 25 years ago, because I think you have to be a father, and you have to be able to relate to the situation that this character was in, to have a daughter that has been infected by a zombie virus, and it's killing people all over the world, and there's no cure. And so now he's having this daughter at home, and he knows within the next few weeks she's going to die. But before that happens, she will become kind of hungry for meat and wanting to kill herself and bite herself. So what do? He's being told, as you will see in the story, that he should really, you know, give her a shot. It is very painful, but to get rid of her. Or to use the gun and to just kill her, because there's no return. And he cannot do it. And so it becomes this really dramatic and sad story about the dilemma that he goes through, and he sees his daughter slowly die. And so you will, I'm not going to tell you the end, but I mean, you will see what happens. But it was one of those great parts, and it was sad, and I think only when you're a father you can relate to it, because I was thinking to myself, if this would happen to one of my kids, what would I do? And it really affects you. You know, so something that I would not have been able to relate to 25 years ago. So it was a great, great part. I took the opportunity to do it. I had a great director, great producers, great people around it, and so I was very happy that I did it.
Arnold, I think in the name of all of us, it's a true honor you're gracing Zurich. Congratulations and all the best. Thank you so much.